I kind of want to do the main missions at some point, but there's constantly something else coming the way. I don't think I've ever stolen a car and there wasn't any fucking cop around.
Roger. Requesting additional backup. Dispatch, do you copy?
Sorry.
All units be advised. Suspect remains in the vicinity.
This car sounds so good, man. Great V8. Is it turbocharged? Sounds a bit like it.
All units in the area, order has been restored. All units instructed to return to patrol.
Ah! Sorry, mate. Ah! Not easy to handle, though. Whoops. Are we getting better? That was close. Shit, wrong direction. Sorry, mate. Holy!
Backup requested in Haywood.
Day like any other. Roger, dispatch.
Damn, it sounds good. You hear that growl? Damn, insane. The real quest is the only one in the game that is time sensitive. Oh, really? Okay. So someone lied to me then. That looks good. Oh, fucking cops, man. Hey, how we doing here?
Take a good look, because this is the fucking future.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't worry, it's just parked there. Nothing crazy. That Porsche looks good, man. Claire Russell. Who's that again? Oh yeah, it's the race. Give him hell. Not yet, though.
Well, this is the place.
Tick, tick, tick.
Tick, 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 tick.
Did anything even change? Oh, he showed up finally, huh?
Hey, V. How you holding up?
Been better. I know. Probably not hard to tell.
So, what happened?
Needed someone to talk to.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
First, take a look.
Hello, my name is Arif Iqbal, and this is WNS News. Today's story. A routine roadside inspection led the NCPD to the trail of a dangerous abductor and murderer. The incident occurred at the intersection of 7th and 15th Avenue. The following police footage was captured at the scene. 1038, I repeat at 1038. Registration 2AA6244. We're exiting our vehicle now.
Copy that.
Out of the car! Hands up! Easy, officer. Relax. Shut your mouth! Oh, shit. We have a 1053 and a 1054. I repeat, a 1053 and a 1054.
Alright, so what now?
The footage is LeVar Martinez, age 17. His parents reported his disappearance over a month ago. Unfortunately, LeVar's life could not be saved. His body could not withstand the severe septic shock he suffered. Autopsy reports revealed the teenager was given dangerously high levels of hormones, anabolic steroids, and stimulants. The possessions and genetic material of 7 other missing teens were also found in the car, belonging to one Anthony Harris. Unfortunately, their fates remain unknown. Although the criminal widely known as Peter Pan survived the gunshot, he has not regained consciousness, making interrogation impossible. Please stay tuned to
This,
WNS
Peter
News
Pan.
for developments in the
You
story.
know, Case? You were looking for him?
Never heard of him. Didn't cross my desk.
What's the problem if they caught the guy?
My nephew, Randy,
Hmm.
disappeared not long past. And what you just saw, the kid was wearing Randy's shoes.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought this was about the corrupt guy. Imagine being in the NCPD and having nobody to talk to but the mercenary you just met. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess the NCPD is just completely fucked anyway, isn't it? Probably corrupt from beginning to end.
And what, they figured you'd get emotional and kept you off the case?
More like a restraining order. Won't let me anywhere near it. Gonagle took the lead on it. Lazy-ass gonk. And so far, he ain't accomplished shit.
No way I'd let this lie.
I know. And that's why I'm asking for your help.
So what do we need to do?
Can't interrogate the guy because he's a veg, but we can view his dreams.
I see.
Sorry, dreams?
You heard me. Come on, I'll explain on the way.
Alright.
Experimental procedure, but it's already yielding results. They record dreams that can be played back as BDs.
Can we do this already?
You got access to these
These
dreams?
days?
Not yet, but they keep them in the lab we're headed to now.
Says wait. Bruh. They are good cops, but good luck knowing who to trust. Yeah. That's probably impossible in this city. Probably impossible.
Got an appointment?
But I mean,
Not
he
exactly.
seems trustworthy.
Going together, but not through the main entrance.
We're gonna break the law?
We'll find a different way in, and then hustle out quick. Never actually been here, so I'll need your help.
Alright. There's always an entry on the backside, huh? I can't use this. We gotta find another way. Good thing you are an expert at break and enter. Yeah! What a coincidence. And if I look at this kind of stuff and the lighting in this game, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't think I can ever outlive Cyberpunk unless they make a game that looks better than this. And has that much attention to detail. Like, the next game I'm gonna play is just gonna be a massive disappointment, isn't it?
Great. What now?
We find our entrance.
They have an audit today.
Where you come?
Should be a
How
good
did you
step.
get here?
No need to be quiet.
How'd you know about the audit?
I did my homework.
Yes, that's why I keep going back to Cyberpunk. Nothing else is measuring up for me. Yeah, it feels like it, man. I haven't played a game like this ever. It's kind of crazy. And not just because of the looks, it's also because it has so much, as I said, attention to detail with literally everything. It's crazy. I mean, there's some things I don't like the whole body type bullshit and the transgender flags I see every now and then.
BD.
Like,
But then again, this is basically the future they were painting with it, that we have more of this bullshit. So I guess it makes sense, but I still don't like seeing this fucking flag. It's mostly because I feel like I'm in Night City when I play. I don't get the feeling. Yeah, as I said, it's very immersive. This is why I had this idea with the AI earlier, right?
The room where they edit the autistic kid's dreams should be labeled as Anthony Harris.
Because I said earlier on stream, you probably weren't there, I don't know. That one cool... Because there's a lot of AI craze going on, and most of it is bullshit, right, these days. You don't really need AI for anything. But one cool thing I could see is that they add AI into the game that when you have multiple choices in like an interaction with someone, instead of having the choices, you can just speak your own choice, like what your words, what you would say into the mic, and then the AI would figure out a response from the person that fits the character and also proceeds the story. I think that would be actually a great use of AI. Because then you can use your own words, that's even more immersive then. And you don't just can choose between two possibilities. Because so far, it happened to me a lot actually in Cyberpunk that I wouldn't have said the things that we said there, right? So I think that would actually be a good use. They are developing games like that. Are they? Okay, never mind then. Then maybe something like that is coming. So far, I only ever see Elon Musk talking about how AI will replace, like will entirely make games in like 3 years. And I'm like, you're full of shit, buddy. I saw the first things they made with AI games and they look like complete shit.
A few of these rooms we probably don't have to bother with.
And I feel like some things AI will never be able to make better than just humans. And that's also good, the way that is. And turn it on. Use. Community commonly feared numbers such as 4, 13, and 66 has grown to now officially include the number 91, while the phobias of other numbers have origins were studied by science, terraphobia. Derives from the fact that the Chinese words for death and 4 sound similar. Oh. You can still only hypothesize about the rise of 91. Patients afflicted by a phobia of the number 91 often complain of recurring nightmares in which a giant countdown reaches 91 and suddenly stops. In the attempt to restart the countdown, it transforms into a bright yellow board with vermin crawling all over.
Sign of any BDs.
Your experience has already spawned unproven conspiracy theories, which, among other things, claim that the dreams are transmitted via either electromagnetic waves, digitized minds of mysterious netrunner sect, rogue artificial intelligence, or classified nanochips installed by Nightcorp agents. None of these outlandish ideas contain a grain of truth, of course, so what is it that caused the phobia to manifest such intense reactions? That much yet remains unknown, but as so many scientists often claim, the truth is out there. Oh, my game crashed. I feel like. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, there we go. We're back. But much yet, okay. So without full knowledge of the phobia's origin and its underlying factors, how can you treat it? Studies thus have shown promising results for conditioning patients. We induce dream states in which the number 91 is inverted to the number 19. Although this method remains in clinical trials, experts optimize the 91% success rate. What a coincidence. Will only continue to improve. Interesting. I would like to congratulate our very own Dr. Jan Packard on the recent strides he has made in the field of pediatric autism therapy. Invaluable work has paved the way for more... Okay, I don't care. This is all useless. Use Kiroshi to find the... How do I use Kiroshi to find the right cabinet? Some dollars stored in this thing, that's funny. Malfunction.
Empty brain dad's case.
Studies that use brain imaging methodologies have shown a progressive reduction in brain volume by the swelling of the ventricular system and the volume of... God, these words. Cerebrospinal fluid produced in people who suffer from cyberpsychosis. Other studies have found differences in degree of cortical nerve cell depletion between stage 1... Okay, I don't know what any of this means. Already got this. 91. Is this trying to tell me something? Read all these. Oh, excuse me. Oh, the cabinets. What means cabinets? Alright, makes sense. Gotcha. Not the PCs, cabinets. Candles. Sure, take them. But there aren't any. Oh, this one. I mean, Did I walk past into something? What's that? Container. Do it, scan. For fuck's sake! What is this? Is that a gun? A saw. I cannot scan it. Fear of 91 is a meme reference to the amount of days left for the Cyberpunk launch. Oh, I see. The Cyberpunk Twitter account froze the release date, scheduled at 91 days for years. That's why they have a phobia of it, I see. Why can't I scan this? Why does it not work? What kind of bullshit? Okay, anyway. Just fucking do it.
Hey, River.
Ah.
Think I got it.
Found something?
Not yet.
Anthony Harris. Let's try these drawers.
Say, River, why not just have a janitor crack a door for you?
Can't risk getting scolded for sniffing around somebody else's
River.
case. Yo!
Oh.
What are you doing here? You got kicked off the force.
Oh.
Just suspended, actually.
Huh.
And who might you be?
I'm calling the actual police.
Oh, wait here. Hear me out, please.
Seriously, River? You weren't in enough trouble already?
Harris kidnapped my nephew.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But we store evidence here.
Can't forget to
And we
mention
have
this.
Strict protocols.
I'm not gonna do the talking this
The other
time.
boys, they're out there somewhere, waiting for help.
Ouch, the actual
Do
police,
whatever
yeah.
I can to find them.
River, the police are investigating. Go, please. Get out
Listen,
now.
you work with badges,
I should have
right?
shut up.
You know what
I
they're
should
like.
have shut up.
Feed them analysis, they'll shit out failure.
This type of thinking is the very reason we live in a lawless city.
Lawless? Remember your first med school exam? You know the one. Passed it with flying colors. Gotta remember it. Ladies' room erupted in flame. They evacuated everybody for 2 hours.
I cannot believe you would throw that in my face. I never wish to see you here again. Especially you. You don't know him well, do you? This man is a bastard.
River and I get along, we're friends. Hasn't let me down yet.
Huh. I thought us friends too.
Is that why you're refusing to help him out?
Harris's dream, BD. Where is it?
He isn't dreaming.
What? Why?
Remember how I said I'm gonna shut my mouth and then I didn't?
A bullet damaged his cerebral cortex. We get only dissonant urges. Pieces.
Women know how to hit where it hurts. Yeah, see, this is the key thing that people don't realize. Men are physically strong, and women are verbally very strong. In the sense of, like, men can really hurt a woman physically, but women really know how to hurt you emotionally. That's their strength. And as always, with great power comes great responsibility. So as a man, you shouldn't use your physical prowess, and as a woman, you shouldn't use your emotional prowess.
Let's move. Let's go.
But both happens quite a lot.
I'd like
Try
to...
audio-visual stimulation.
But he isn't on the spectrum.
A favorite song or movie helps you reach the kids.
Fuck are these shoes?
Might be worth a try.
I am aware of the similarity. Hypothalamus stimulation and hormone production. But Harris is not a child. I have never tried the procedure on an adult.
Any reason you haven't?
Because, unlike River, I went to med school and studied neuroscience. And not by reading about it over someone's shoulder on the metro.
Let's try it.
We don't even know his preferences.
I'll find something. I mean, you're willing to try?
Just go. I'll open the front door for you.
Let's ride, V. I know exactly where to start.
Say, by the way, what do you know about biochips? Arasaka's relic in particular.
Well, it's designed to store a person's neural engram. Sorry. Just imagine copying over a person's memories and personality.
Right, I get that. More curious what happens if the stored engram overwrites the engrams of the chip carrier.
Overwrite? I'm not even sure that's possible. Why do you ask?
Yeah.
Nah, never mind. Not a big deal. Thanks.
Alright, that wasn't helpful. I just realized Dr. Packard is Pam's voice. Shit, you're right. Indeed. I kind of missed that as well, but... Wait, why do I have to go out this way? She said she opened the front door. Didn't she? Well, whatever. I guess we do this then now. Oh, wait. Oh, it's over on this side. Never mind. Wait, I can't get over on this side, though. For fuck's sake, I could have just walked out the other side, right? Whatever. I guess we go this way then.
Hey, ten cuidado.
What? What are you saying? You look kind of pissed.
Okay. Let me hear it.
Well, of course he didn't, but whatever.
Lost your badge. Didn't tell me about it. Why?
I don't know.
Makes you a bit of a leadhead, don't it?
That'd do. It's just, it's not easy for me to talk about what's biting at my ass.
How did you get fired, though?
Fair enough. Could tell me where we're headed, though.
To Joss's. Randy's mom. She thinks he just ran away from home. For now, keep the kidnapping between us.
Tell me about Randy. What kind of kid he is?
Petty theft, drugs, running away from home. That kind.
Cop uncles really see the best in you.
There are people who always find their way into trouble. Randy's one of them.
And you wonder why that is, huh? Got any idea, maybe? Because kids don't just... They're not just trouble kids. There's always a reason. It'd be funny if when they do a Cyberpunk show, V is constantly running into people on the sidewalk. True. Yeah, that would actually be true to the source materials.
You gonna tell me why we aren't trying to find Harris's apartment?
It's a house, and I doubt he's keeping his victims in his basement. And besides, we are trying. Want to see if we can find some connection to Harris at Randy's.
Pretty weak lead.
Best we can hope for just now.
Not worried Yawen's gonna toe the line? Rat you out to her superiors?
Used to be friends. Doubt she'd do that. Plus, not that I'd use it, but I do know one skeleton she'd prefer remain tucked in her closet.
Yeah, that was actually funny earlier when she was basically throwing shade at him for doing this, and then he came up with shit she's done. Because everyone has some bodies in their basement, right? Everyone has done some shit in the past. Maybe not like crazy, but everyone carries some baggage. Everyone has something they wish they didn't do. That's just normal. So anyone who pretends to be holier than thou is always stay away from these people, man.
You think Yawen will actually help us? All things considered?
Yeah, these tiffs of ours always end up the same way. I'll tell you about it over a beer sometime.
Sign me up. We find Randy, then we find the bottoms of a few bottles.
It'll be my pleasure.
Let's skip this, because I hate riding shotgun with anyone in this game, except for like talking. But anything else takes way too long.
All right, this is it. It's sure been a while. I used to come over every weekend, a long time ago.
And? Changed it all since?
Places like this never change.
What kind of flag is that? The hell is this place anyway? Pretty far. Kneische King? Kneische King? I don't know. Oh, what do you got to say?
Neighborhood.
Nah. You always just come in to talk shit, buddy. Maybe something useful? Literally can't walk in. There we go. Simulates the freshwater environment of the Amazon basin from the mid-21st century. Nice. Why does the scanning not work anymore? I cannot scan this. It literally has a thingy on it. This is some bullshit.
River.
Hello.
You either got business with me or news about my Randy. Wouldn't drag your butt out here if you didn't.
Joss, meet V.
So V, is this about my Randy?
Oh yeah, he told me to shut up about this.
Joss, I don't know how to say this, but Randy was abducted.
Abducted? But he's alive, right? River! Tell me, damn it!
I'm not gonna say anything. This is between these two.
Here?
This house has some weird glitches about it. Yeah.
Listen,
It
we
does.
need to look through Randy's things.
Why?
To find any lead we can. Trust me, Joss.
Just don't destroy anything. Randy doesn't like it when anyone pokes through his stuff.
Let's go, V.
As much as I admire
Kids are
that,
playing outside. Tell him it's time to eat.
isn't it more important to find him instead of having his stuff not be moved around?
What's on your mind?
Think it's good she learned the truth.
That's the trailer. Eyes peeled for details, eh?
Hey, what trailer? Oh.
Uncle River!
Howdy.
Monique, Dorian. Hey, guys.
Is this your partner?
Just a friend.
You gonna stay over?
We'll see. Your mom's waiting for you at dinner.
No child is dressed like this though. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Whatever.
This is their old trailer. Randy moved in when I bought him a new one.
Real hellhole. Like in my good old days.
You check around. I'll check the trash.
See, I just was saying, if you don't have anything useful to say, how about you shut up, brother?
Got some kind of key here. Real fossil.
Not quite what we're looking for. No.
Why not? Can I use it? Cannot. It's bad. Actually, let's just pick everything up and find, because why not? Drugs!
Drugs?
Let's not go there.
I see.
Society's fault.
Yeah. Always. Just stealing. No worries. Chronicles of Titania. The max tag way. 1000 beats a second. What else we got? Rewiring synaptic pathways. Sayonara Station. Cyberware. No porn, for real. Okay. Oh, hello.
Tainted Overlord.
Favorite band?
You know him well.
Used to send him an album every year for his B-Day.
Oh, there we go. Well, that's not it. Not okay.
Some kind of game here. Shipping code on it.
Hey, why'd you close it again? Oh, it's just stealing some money. TV. That's it? Printing ink and bodily fluids. Ah. Typical items in the teenage room. Oh, nice. Oh, hello.
Expensive tech. Randy had to scratch for this?
You're joking. No chance Randy could afford hardware like this. Way too pricey. And we gotta get in. But I doubt anyone knows the password. Can you crack it?
Sure.
Let me give it a shot.
Alright, 1C, 1C, 55. So we got this, then this, then this, and up again. That works like this, right? There you go. Easy. Easy game.
Eureka.
Eureka!
Help me scour this, will you?
What you got? Belberif. Black metal has produced countless charismatic characters, but the uniqueness of item burrows is perhaps in a class of its own. Okay. Okay. Blades of Doom trilogy. The head of gaunt female figure began to take shape among the ebb of the inky fog. Okay.
Something deeply fucked about that cartoon. My skin's crawling.
Yeah. Indeed. I mean, that's pretty much how farm animals operate, aren't they? PPF, yeah. Why they don't have eyes? Oh, I guess because they don't have a soul anymore, huh? Yeah, makes sense. I mean, the things we do to animals is indeed sometimes Really crazy. I meant to call, sorry, spent half the day sitting in my Fortin. Police...
They caught Harris in a vehicle like that.
Let me read. Police had all of Watson...
Blockaded street. Shit, River. I remember that day.
Oh yeah, right.
It was close to an old school.
Just rudely interrupted. Police had all of Watson blocked off and I was stuck in traffic for hours. Yeah, this was the very beginning we came to our apartment, right? I kind of live here in an area where I used to go to school, but it looks all different now, so trying to find ways past all those jams made it easy to get all turned around. Hope you're not mad. No problem. I need to help my mom anyways. Okay. Just want to say thanks. I guess in general I'm just holding on to the thought that there
True angel of empathy, this guy, huh?
are more people like me out there dealing with the same shit. Why are you helping us anyways? I used to be like you, like all of you. I wasn't spared of any of life's cruel twists and turns. The worst of it was when my best friend died. Shit, sorry to hear that. Can I ask what happened? Rare muscle disease. His body just got weaker and weaker until he was a shadow of himself. I wanted to help him more than anything, but there was just no possible way I could. Of course, anyone who could help, he couldn't afford. He just had the means. He could have bought some super drug or a new body or I don't know. Worse luck than the disease was being born into a poor family. Anyway, that's why I do what I do. I couldn't help my best chum, but just maybe there are some people out in the world I can help. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you're born to a poor family. Because many have made it out of it. And even if you don't, you'll learn a lot of lessons. You see, as I said last time, it's really about the experience you gain in this life you have. Not everyone has to be rich. It's important that you enjoy life as it is, and the tools you were given, you use them as to your best ability to make the world a better place. You don't have to be rich to do that. And if your time has come, then you drop that body and maybe reincarnate again or do something else in the next life. I hope you don't mind, but I used my admin privileges to find you.
Figured out Randy's identity. Sent him the game as a present.
Okay.
The one you found in his drawer?
The same. Shipping code suggests the prick sent it from the Badlands.
The prick? Why do you call him a prick? I'm sorry, I know why I keep doing it. I guess
This guy
I'm just
baited Randy like a pro.
Oh, no, I'm only just realizing what I'm reading here. It took me a second, but basically, there's some pedophile going on, huh? Trying to get this guy with online messages. Thanks for yesterday. The city from up on the tower looks so beautiful. Honestly, I felt speechless. Maybe that's just because I don't love heights. Really, it was nice, but maybe next time I'll take you into the city. Wait, that's Natalie. I had to Japantown, grab a bite. You'll love it once you see it. The rest of my aunt takes me sometimes so nova. Just let me know, love you, cutie. Yeah, of course, I had fun too. About this restaurant, we'll see. Not sure I'll have time. Hard to promise anything, so we'll see. You know you don't have to worry about IDs. We already talked about this. Just let yourself be invited to something nice for once. Love you. Tell you what, I think your site's really nova. I think I'm ready to finally meet up in person.
Do you? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
No. There's no way. Why would he do that?
Not only did they agree to meet, but it looks like Randy was as excited as any kid on his way to a theme park.
Fuck. This creep definitely scrambled Randy's head.
Understand, I didn't have a normal family either. My mom died young and my dad, he just tried to give me a future. Wasn't easy though to make a living on the farm once the cattle pestilence took hold. Eventually it all just fell out beneath his feet. The cattle, the business, deep depression took his life. Hey, this so you know you're not the only one who's lost a father. I understand you so well. The only real difference is it was nomads that stole your dad from you, and for me it was corrupt corps and their dirty money grabs. That's why I had all my activity from corps. Trauma team and Biotechnica would be all over me in a second if they knew what I got up to. But I don't have to explain all that to you. Randy, you get it. I know you'll keep all this just between us chumbas. Stay strong. Hey Nat, check out the site. Drugs are bad when they are clicked.
Must have been the only person Randy trusted.
Can we view this page with a link?
I don't see a link. Who's Gal? The live man, I have a special delivery for you from Valentino Chum of mine. I just gotta pick it up. Anyone in Hayward would give both kidneys for this thing, and I'm still holding it for you free. View the page. I guess that's in the net. Oh, there we go.
Some kind of link. The one Randy wrote about?
Let's find out.
Addiction can be defeated. Yes, to fight addiction is to go to war for your life. It's true. But together, hand in hand, we can emerge victorious. We know who the enemy is, how to outsmart him, his tricks and unexpected blows. Know where he strikes, how much force he uses, his weak points, and how to drive him back. Oh.
A hidden page set up by Anthony Harris.
Christ. I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, that is crazy. Welcome to Tony's Haven, the place you've been looking for. The place where you can become the best version of yourself. Thanks to Tony. I live here with my friends. They came here because they were fed up with seeing their life go to waste, just like you. Think of me as a farmer who looks after his livestock. Damn. Get acquainted and stick around. Together we'll show those old farms what we're capable of. No idea what I'm talking about? Don't worry, I'll explain everything in good time. It's time for you to decide. Do you want to remain a shadow of yourself or become the person you always dreamed of being? That's how they groomed them?
Jesus, River, this is fucked. Guy preyed on troubled kids.
Hmm.
Made habit to target boys like Randy.
This is my fault. If I just paid more attention. Just talked with him more.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
You're not the one to blame here.
Know who you are. You're the boy that's been rejected by society, left to fend for himself. Yeah, this by the way, this is exactly how marketing works, right? At first, you adhere to people's emotions and make them so they relate to what they're reading. That's the hook, basically, right? Make it relatable. And you sort of dive deeper, establish yourself as the friend who has the solution to your problems, and then in the end, you pitch a product. Special treatment that'll not only get you back on your feet, but will also free up that weight from your mind and shoulders, make you limitless. It's actually kind of crazy if you think about it, how easily the human mind can be deceived just via the emotions and relatability. Think about that. It's not just here with abducting kids with their problems, but also just marketing, right? I mean, at some point, when you're old enough and seen enough of it, you know pretty quickly when they try to get into your head with the bullshit they're selling there. But it's still crazy how much force it actually needs to override that. NCPD drugs are bad. .pub. You know, the chosen ones. Yeah, the chosen ones is always the thingy. Make you special, make you feel special, right?
There was a file here.
Yeah, we saw that.
Looks like. But the name's still there.
That name. Wasn't the video file on Randy's comp called something like that?
Yeah, I figured that out. Let me go away, please. Oh. Never mind. It was on this one, okay.
Hey, look. The name of this cartoon matches the missing file on Harris's page.
No shit.
That's what we needed to find for Yawin. V, we've got it.
Randy must have downloaded it.
Sure, but V, don't you get it? This could be the key to Harris's mind.
Oh, I see.
Here's hoping.
Hey, can you use any of that Netrunner magic to shake anything else out of this?
Get his IP address. How would I use that? Or do that? Oh. Ah, shit! Needed 16 for that. Fuck me.
Not that kind of magician.
Oh, okay. We'll have to manage without it.
That cartoon, River. Could be what we've been looking for. You said yourself we needed something to get Harris to dream. Send it to Yawin.
Right. Sending it now.
Yeah,
Okay. Says she'll get back to me by morning.
it happened a lot that I don't have the skills necessary, actually. Maybe I'm skilling my tree wrongly.
Come on. Let's grab a bite. Listen, let's not worry Joss more than we need to, huh? We're hot on the trail. We'll know more tomorrow. That's it.
All right.
Dorian, please.
But it really tastes like boogers.
Joss, we're finished.
All done. Off to bed then.
We left some for you, Uncle River.
Thanks, Monique.
Tell me you found something.
This is your job, man.
I sent some evidence to the lab. There's a chance we could know where to find Randy by morning.
When's the last time you ate?
Yesterday.
Have mine. I'm not hungry.
Thanks. Maybe later.
River, tell me, and be honest. Will you find him?
I can't promise you anything, Joss, except that we'll do our best.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
You'll do your best.
Joss, you mind if V takes Randy's trailer for the night?
No? Sure.
Staying, right? You gotta help me see this through.
Ah,
to the end.
Yeah, sure.
Of course I'll stay.
Find your way all right?
Yup. Gonna hit the sack soon. Can't be easy raising 3 kids on your own.
Well, it wasn't any easier with my husband. In fact, the best days were when he didn't come home.
What? Okay. Guess he was a good guy then, huh?
There were times I wished he'd disappear for a month, just to not have him hang around.
That bad, huh?
His bike in the highway, that was his world. But at home, let me tell you a story. This one time he took Dorian into the city. Had some errand to run, just father and son. He came back that night, dead-ass drunk, raging at me for calling the cops on him.
Did you?
River found him in some dive and brought Dorian home.
A lot of gross processed food in Cyberpunk will probably taste terrible to kids. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything tastes terrible to kids, other than like fast food and sweets, right? But yeah, probably. Looks like you were right about Randy. Yeah, this is... I mean, I've said this many times. If you have a child that is doing like, or like a criminal child that is doing bullshit, it's usually, I'd say at least over 90% of cases that there is some bullshit going on in the family at home. Always. It might not be obvious, like the dad is, I don't know, doing something bad, or even the mother. Like, what I've noticed a lot, and I was about to say this so far, these kind of parts, I know exactly what kind of person wrote that script. Because so far, except for with the husband from the racing lady, all the men has been assholes, right? We know who writes that kind of stories. But it might just be, for example, that you have 3 children and one of them is usually the neglected child, not intentionally, but you just are overwhelmed or something. So it's not necessarily always bad things happening in like with the parents. Maybe it's just too much for them, overwhelmed, etc. And then the kid is seeking attention in some way or another. Right? And it might, for example, just be running away from home or starting trouble because it wants any sort of attention from the parents. But if any child does this kind of shit, it's always in the home. Something's going on. As I said, I'd say over 90% of the cases. Because like children, they are not... You have to look at children like unlimited potential, right? They can become everything. Either a criminal or the next president of the United States that brings in the golden age, right? It can be anything. It depends on the environment they grow up in. The environment shapes a child. Now you have a soul, like a personality within you that is natural to you. This is who you are. For example, you are maybe more introverted or extroverted. That is definitely something that can also be changed, but you have like you can become more extroverted, for example, but you still have an inclination towards one or the other just by nature. I see this a lot with my son and his cousin, right? They are complete opposites. And this already happened when both of them were like 3 years old, right? So very early. And my son is way more chill and indirect, and he sort of waits first and observes things before he does anything. And his cousin is head first into everything. Like I remember one day we were in some sort of playground. He was just jumping off the thingy, expecting his mother to stand there and grab him. He didn't know if she was there. She just went and jumped. And she just leaped towards it and grabbed him last second. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? That's just his nature, right? And so you have different personalities. That is completely true. But the routes you sort of take in life, good or bad, or anything in between that, depend entirely on your environment, how you grow up, and how you deal with it, and what people tell you how to deal with these things. So, and knowing this, I try my best to my best ability to teach my son very early on that life is entirely dependent on how you react to things that happen to you. Good or bad things happen to anyone all the time. It's just, you can't escape that. That's just what life is, right? What changes life is your reaction to it. Right? Are you going to be mad or sad or depressed because something bad happened? Or do you see it as an opportunity to strengthen your emotional footprint and your emotional understanding of yourself and how to deal with it? And of course you have to go through the emotions, that's all fine. But how you deal with that depends, or like shapes a lot how your life unfolds. So, I mean, sometimes I think I'm teaching him these things too young because he's 5 now, right? But I try my best to get it early into his sort of subconscious mind. But yeah, anyway.
Must have been a relief then, when he left.
For weeks, I cried every night.
My
husband was killed.
Oh.
The father of my children.
I'm sorry.
Randy changed. He locked up. Not to mention the other 2 I still had to raise. Life was rough with him and without him. Sometimes there's no solution.
Oh, well, maybe all right. Maybe it wasn't about the father that was the problem here, but how you interacted with each other, right? Because like with or without him, it was still sucked. Yeah, of course, maybe. But then you have to figure out why. And not so much that... I also hate this notion when people say that life just sucks. No, it doesn't. Life is great. And even if you have it bad, like I say this right as having a very easy life out here, but even I had bad, very bad days in my life. Actually, the last 5 years were pretty shitty for me. So, and also my childhood in many ways. But it is always how you look at the things and how you deal with it. You can also just say, yeah, life sucks and it was bad with him or without him, or you can try to make the best out of it. And I truly believe it depends on how the energy you radiate regardless of how bad things are. For example, of course, her husband was killed, very bad. And actually, she apparently loved him, so that's great. And this is obviously very tough on the children, obviously, and they might get off the path because of that. But it certainly also plays a big role in how you deal with that. And if you show the child that it still is loved and things are still doable and great at home, even if that person is gone. It might not change anything. It might still go off the path, but still. I got to the bathroom real fast, guys. Sorry. It's hard when you can choose your environment. For example, if the school you go to is a dystopian nightmare also. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is obviously then you were given bad cards in your life. I'm not saying that everything is just great, regardless of where you grow up. I'm not saying that, right? But what's the point in mourning about it, right? Like, for example, in my case, I grew up without a father. My father left my mother before I was even born. So I had this, obviously had a lot of problems in my life, especially with my relationships and other things. Now I could just use this as a badge I wear all the time, as people do these days with their disabilities and whatnot, and say, yeah, this is why I'm fucked up. And that's just what it is. Or I could say, no, I know what this did to me, and I try to work my way around it as well as possible. And this doesn't make my life worse though. So it's, again, how you react to these things. And it's just one example of many I had from my childhood with my mother, which had all her problems. But I don't know. I feel like, maybe this is weird to say, I don't know, but I think regardless of the situation, you can always make the best of it. And moaning about it does nothing. It's not to say you should suppress these emotions, of course. If that comes up, then you feel it, but what can you do? And like, especially if you always blame other people, that changes nothing. If anything, that gives them power over your life. You don't want to have this. You want to have power over your life yourself. So you take control as much as possible where it is possible. And then it starts, in my eyes, with how you see life. Your life, as it is, in your mind.
Let's, change the subject.
Also, I don't actually agree with her. I think, because she said it was bad with him and without him. I think if you have 3 children to raise, even if your partner is kind of an asshole sometimes and doesn't really care much about you, it's still easier to raise children together. So, yeah. Anyway. All right.
V, wake up.
What is it?
Not done sleeping.
Yawin called. It worked. The cartoon. He's dreaming.
You got the BD?
Right here. Slot it in. Jack into the computer. I want to see it on the monitor.
Dude, I just woke up.
That doc of yours is quick. Not bad.
What's the matter with you, Anthony? I have to report this. I hope you understand that.
That's a dream, right?
This isn't normal behavior. Anthony, you killed Liam's turtle.
Oh, damn.
He was sick. He wouldn't eat, stayed in his shell. I just wanted to help him.
By injecting him with HGH? What were you thinking? Is this something your father taught you? Good people took you in, extended their trust. This is how you repay them? Your friend died. I understand. But that is no excuse.
Fuck you.
Nice.
What did you just say? Okay, I've had enough. Principal's gonna hear about this. Your foster parents, too. I see. Like father, like son.
Well, that's not helping. You have the wrong job, friend. Oh, wait. People forget that marriage is also kind of a business partnership and should be handled that way sometimes. Absolutely. It's also, you made a vow, right? In front of people. Not just in front of God, but also in front of other people. You said you would love and cherish the other person regardless of bad things that happen, etc. And I was living that entirely. I had only one rule, really, where I would say that I would divorce, and that is obviously infidelity, which is then exactly what she did. Sometimes I feel like that is exactly was her only way to get out of it. Because she wasn't really the person to divorce herself. For whatever reason, she hated me that much that she wanted to get out of it. I don't know. And of course, I was never... Like, I wasn't always the best husband, for sure. I'm very much aware of that. But I don't think it was that bad. But I don't know. You never know what's going on in people. So, yeah. That's why I don't get married, is I believe in vows and I don't think other people do. Yeah, but I mean, I agree. I understand that totally. But isn't it also going the safe route? I'm just messing with you, man. No, I totally understand this these days. I still love marriage as it is. The only thing I've grown more was with having children. Children are the things that grow the most as a person. This is amazing. And the other thing is marriage. Because, you know, when you are just in a relationship, you can always run away from your problems. And I did this in the past a lot. I always like quit my relationships early because I was like, she wasn't doing what I wanted initially. So I was like, yeah, fuck off. And then I just left. And in marriage, you can't. You have voluntary shackles, but that is great. That is the whole point of it. Because you can't just run away from the problem. You have to solve it. It actually makes you grow as a person a lot. That is amazing. I truly am very much in favor of the institution of marriage. But of course, it only works if both people actually see it as that you just can't run away from something that easily, or run to someone else and fuck them, for example, if it doesn't work out. You actually have to face the pain of dealing with that other human who is completely fucked up, just as fucked up as you are. And you and they probably have all sorts of irritating issues just like you have, and you kind of have to deal with that. And it's not easy. But that's the exact point. That is where you grow. Pain is the modulator for growth, and this is especially very important when you are with someone together for many years. As I said, I was 12 years in a relationship with her. You kind of get to know the person on a deep level like nobody else, and that is great. But it of course also brings in very bad things you know about the other person, and they know about you. But it only works if you really open up. And many are afraid of this. But I would totally get married again. Because I actually love this. I truly love the idea of that. Of being really bound and shackled to that person. Because then you have to face your deepest bullshit. And I love that. It's very painful, but I actually love it. Also, you really get to know someone. Because otherwise you never do. Because when anything doesn't work out, you can just run away. And or like if someone sort of manifests one of their real deep problems within them, let's say it's some sort of trauma or whatnot, and then they act irritating. Either they run away because they don't want to face it, or you can just say, oh, that's too much for me, fuck off. And I think that's just weak. I think that's just very weak. Because you never face the actual problems you have with other people, and that also stops you from ever truly knowing someone deeply and them knowing you deeply. So you can never get to this really deep connection, like a soul bond with someone else, if you don't go through the first stage of pain. Also my thoughts, but to each their own. Also, these days I totally understand why men don't do it, because society has set up marriage completely against men on an economic level. So I totally understand that, right? I don't judge anyone for not wanting it, but I personally just still like the institution as it is. The problem with it binds the man, but the woman typically has incentives to A, use the threat of leaving for power, and B, there are incentives for her to leave. It's not even... Yeah, exactly. No, this what I mean. I totally understand it from that standpoint. Totally. And can completely ruin you. It's worse in some countries than it is in others. For example, over here in Germany, it's actually kind of fine. I must give Germany that. I don't like most of the laws we have here, but marriage law is actually kind of fine. There's still no fault divorce, so my wife still gets until we are fully divorced, she gets money from me, like support. But afterwards, after we're divorced, I only pay for my son and nothing for her, and she has to take care of her own shit. And the house is split 50-50, even though that's debatable after what she did, but it's still better than nothing. So it's fine. I can come out of this pretty clean, and I did. So it's not bad. I know it's much worse in other countries, and so when that is the case law-wise, then I totally 100% understand why you would not do it. All right, what's this? Ah, I did not mean to do this.
Huh, I recognize this shooting. It was a case study back at the academy. Give me a sec to check which school that was. Laguna Bend. Oh, looks like the whole town got flooded in the 50s. Well,
damn.
At least we know the general area where Harris lived.
Guess that'd be that.
That was it already. What's he doing? Just running away?
Don't you dare talk about my dad!
Hold up. What did we...
Trophy. Old one. Dated from 2042. First place in an interscholastic wrestling tournament.
Don't you dare talk about my dad!
That's right, you little shit. I know it all. Farm failed. Dad put a bullet in his head.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You can't talk about my dad, you prick! You can't! You can't! He was sick, weak. I just wanted to help him.
See, and that is exactly what I meant. Let's go back here a little. The child did nothing wrong here. It was the environment, and especially this piece of shit we're seeing here, who is absolutely having the wrong job. Like what he said there is like, dude, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I got fucked up in the worst way possible, so I could never put myself in that position. Yeah, understandable. But...
Tony! Wait!
But just because... Now, I'm not trying to convince you. You can do whatever you want, right? I'm just giving you a different perspective. Just because one woman did that doesn't mean that all women are bitches that would do that. And you're basically running away from a fear that your dad once had. Or like something that happened to your dad, but might not happen to you. It's almost like some trauma. Now again, you don't have to, right? I'm not trying to convince you to do anything. All women have the ability to do that. I don't think so. I truly don't think so. Ability, I guess. Much like every man has the ability to absolutely punch a woman to death. All men have that ability. Does it mean that you would do it? I don't think so. So yeah, technically the ability, yes, I guess everyone has that, but so what? So you're gonna run away from this all your life out of fear? I wouldn't do that. I mean, again, you don't have to, right? By any means, do whatever you want. I'm just saying, maybe that is actually a fear you might need to face. Of prudence. Yeah, as I said, just give me your food for thought, man. You do you. I'm not trying to convince you to marry the next girl you find. I'm just saying. Maybe that's actually not your baggage, but your father's. I can't handle enslavement as a punishment for choosing wrong. Yeah, but why do you automatically imagine that it's gonna be a wrong choice? Maybe it's a great choice and she's gonna be an absolutely perfect wife. That could happen. Could be, right? Like this is just because I'm more the guy of the glass is half full kind of idea, right? I believe in the good of any human I meet at first. Now it has failed me, so you could say I'm full of shit. Because as I said, my wife cheated. But I still do not give up on that belief. I truly believe that most people are actually good and they just want to do good. And they just want to live their life, including women. I don't think all women are hypergamous, controlled by the hive mind kind of bitches. If anything, they might be a lot, there might be a lot of propaganda and programming that have happened to them, that they do stupid shit, absolutely. But I think you notice this very early, honestly. When they are that kind of whoring around kind of woman. Whatever percentage chance that is, I consider it low. I don't know. I can't really speak on it because I don't know what the actual percentage would be. Yeah, sure, but then you have to live alone forever. I mean, if that's fine for you, totally, go ahead. I'm like in a relationship, but then what I mean is you never actually face your deepest desires with another person on a deep level. I truly believe that this isn't really possible outside of marriage because you can always run away. And that's fine, right? Like, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't do it. I'm just saying that's basically what's going to happen. And I am more of the idea that I'd rather take the chance even if I might get fucked over again. To each their own, right? It's like, so no hard feelings. Because maybe at some point I find another one and she's gonna fuck me over again. Yeah, so what? And that's it. At least I tried to find one. That's how I see it anyway. What is this?
Looks even younger here.
Can't scan this thing. Oh, there we go.
See that? Cow's sick, like the rest.
Gun now! Come here!
Coming!
Oh, this is dead. Holy, what is this huge? Okay, what?
Got no way to ID him. Kid's father was a real hard ass.
Looks like a cattle bioscanner for checking vitals.
What else can I scan? It's showing something, but I can't. Oh, no, it's gone. Okay. What is that music?
Come here!
Yeah, Dad?
You forget something?
I asked you a question!
Damn.
I don't know.
Choline and methionine levels. See anything odd?
Too low?
You were supposed to check before school. What do you gotta say for yourself? Cow's gonna die because of you. Gonna kill it like you killed your mama.
Damn, what the fuck? Okay, okay. This guy's not a hard ass. He's just, basically what he's doing, what is happening here is basically just putting your trauma on your child. And this is, I read this a while ago. Someone said the first demon a child has to battle is the trauma of his parents. His or her parents, right? That's the first demon a child battles. Because the trauma you have that is still unresolved, you will just straight up give down to your children. And it's actually crazy we see this from the child's perspective here, because usually you just see it your own, right? When you're looking down on the child and it's fucking up and you're pissed or whatnot. But looking up on that super powerful, strong being that could just snap you in half with no problem, and you're just scared of saying the wrong thing, that is crazy. It's crazy how deep this game goes and these things. It's crazy. Did a great job with perspective here. Absolutely. Oh, I did see that one. Hope for also. Yeah, it's totally fine. Do what, as I said, you don't have to do just because I said that. I was just giving you a different perspective. That was looking so big. Yeah, it is. And this is, I think about this often when I scold my child, right? About anything, because I'm like towering over him, right? And like I'm not threatening him physically. I never did anything like that to him. So obviously that's not the case here, but still, I realize when I'm standing there asking him a question about what he just fucking did, and he's basically just scared because of it. Although I don't think I really scare him that way, but he obviously has to stand up for his mistakes. So I guess there's some sort of fear within that built in, but that's part of it. Right? If you fuck up, the repercussions can sometimes be scary. But in this case, it's usually just the father having a massive trauma, probably from his parents that beat him or something, and he's just straight up giving it down because he didn't learn it any different, so he's doing the same thing. Like, for example, I did this myself for the longest time when Like, I was never allowed to show emotions as a child because traditionally raised man, so to speak, by my mother, because I never had a father that could show me how to deal with emotions as a man, right? And so basically, I always were told to suppress it and just swallow it down, right? And then just move on and don't be such a bitch, etc. And so later in life, and especially also with my own son, I realized then when he was emotional about something, I was just thinking, it was actually triggering me initially. I was just, shut up bitching about nothing, right? Until I realized that this is actually just a trauma I got from my mother, from my childhood, that I'm just giving straight to my son. So, my body is basically reacting with this anger because it is a trauma reaction. It's like the body was basically saying, or the subconscious, like, we know this scenario. Whenever you open up emotionally, you will be fucked over like you were in the past as a child. So don't do it. Just harden up, block it all away, and you're good. So I forced myself through that emotional reaction from my body to instead give him a hug and say, it's all gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. We gotta do this, etc. Whatever it was. I think he was homesick or something at the moment and was crying. And I was like, at first I was like, stop bitching. Like I didn't say it, but I was thinking that. About this, it means nothing. And then instead, I hugged him and like embraced him. And then that completely solved that problem within 2 seconds. Like I hugged him for a bunch of seconds and he was like, thanks, Dad. And just lay down in his bed and fell asleep. I was like, huh. It was actually quite easy to solve with just a little bit of love. But in this moment, this isn't even about that he learned now to just act on his emotions every time. You sort of have to have the discernment between when to do this and when not. It was more like he just needed me in that moment. He just needed a loved one in that moment he can open up to emotionally. So I showed him very early in this moment that he can show his emotions to someone he loves, and they will actually reciprocate in that moment. Now this might get him fucked over in the future with some lady, maybe, or it actually paves the way for a truly great relationship. But I'd rather have it this way. Then again, I am just like everyone else, just winging life. What do I know, right? Anyway, this is some crazy shit that he's saying. They're basically blaming the child for killing the mother. So obviously Anthony out here is growing up with a lot of trauma.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Just dial up her hormones.
And much like Kratos said, right?
And shut off that goddamn cartoon.
Don't be sorry, be better. That's not really helpful. It's also totally fine to be sorry. It's actually, I truly think it's totally fine to apologize.
Cattle injectors for hormones, antibiotics. People ate meat loaded with this shit.
Yeah, we still do, don't we? Actually, I think also you should. If you fuck something up and you truly do feel sorry about it, then you say that, right? There's nothing, it's not weak by any means.
How many times I gotta tell you not to leave it like that, Half the day I spent trying to turn that shit off.
Oh wait, I missed something.
Supplements in the feed for disease-free livestock.
That shit off.
Poor guy, man. I really feel bad for this kid. Wasn't that Johnny standing right there for a second? Is it Johnny? No, it's the mother. I suppose. Interesting.
Guess that'd be that.
Does he maybe see himself as the cow? Because I just thought about this when the cow gets slapped to do its work better. That's pretty much what happened to Anthony, didn't it? Is that mother? Yeah, okay, so I was right. Could that be just a projection of himself and his trauma into this cartoon? I'm not a psychiatrist by any means, but... Man, that was very painful to watch, honestly. But I like when games go deep into this kind of stuff. It's very great. Wait, what did I do? Why do I... Oh, it's the next one. I see. Oh, what the hell? Thomas letting the car death brings back that moment of him getting slapped. Yeah, 100%. I was thinking that's maybe just... So you can relate to this within the cartoon. Because if you get, like, abused like this very early in your childhood, obviously this has a lot of repercussions in how you deal with it and what you see as normal, right? As I said, this becomes normal for him because he learns this very early on that when someone doesn't do how you want, you just give him a slap. Just like that. Or like beat them. And so obviously he's gonna do the same.
Think this might be the place, V. It's a recent memory.
Got some cables.
Gotta be his hideout.
And then obviously, maybe you saw his dad using him for work as he was just one of the cars. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what I was thinking. And so he's relating to the comic and sort of seeing himself in that in a somewhat more positive way, because cartoons are usually a more positive depiction of something, right? So that might be a way for him to cope as a child with it. Which is insane if you think about how sad that actually is, right? Because he has no other ways to cope with what is happening. Like the things humans do to each other sometimes is crazy. But as I said, I don't think that humans do this naturally and this is something that is sort of ingrained in us. I think it's truly due to trauma. For example, what Anthony is then doing by abducting these kids is really just an effect of the trauma he received as a child. So this is also why I keep saying that we actually don't live in the age of, in the information age. I think we live in the age of trauma. Probably because of the world wars that still have their effect, I don't know, but many people have so much bullshit they've experienced as children or whatever, and they never worked through it. That's the key problem. And psychiatrists aren't really often the thing that helps you with it. I think you have to deal with it yourself. Maybe some, I don't really trust them, to be honest, therapists. But it's interesting because trauma makes kids act out, but also leaving them alone makes them act out. Yeah, exactly. What you have to do is you have to face their pain with them together. It's pretty much exactly what I was saying earlier with my son, right? When he was having that moment, and instead of me scolding him for bitching around, I instead... Basically, I think the solution to this, as weird as it sounds, is... It's gonna sound very weird, and many people will take this the wrong way. I think the solution is love. But I don't mean that you just let him do whatever as an act of love. I think you have to have an active relationship, exactly, living life together, yes. But also really diving into their emotional landscape at that moment. Of course, with kids, it's difficult because they don't know how to articulate what they're feeling, right? But, so I don't think you can do this when they're like 5. You have to do it later in life. But this is what I plan to do as well. Having deep talks, how they feel, what they're currently dealing with in their mind, and how to open up about these kind of things. And basically just being the person they can come to. Because you kind of want to have to, you kind of want to break that generational cycle of trauma at some point. Otherwise it just keeps going. Otherwise your children will do the same to their children, right? So at some point you have to stop that. And I assume it came from the World Wars. I mean, I guess, I don't know. But I think more force isn't helping, but less force isn't either. So it's not really about force, as you say, because in both ways they will act out. You kind of have to do this with diving into their emotions, which is of course difficult for a 5-year-old. So I guess in that case you kind of have to use force then, because you can't just have him run around, because that would contradict what we said earlier. That then they grow up around people that hate them. You have to, in the early days, you have to use force, because that's the only thing that works. But try to have as much love in that as possible. Not like acting out and unleashing all your rage onto your children. That's not the point. I really just mean repercussions to your actions. Which means when they're acting out, you don't scream at them. You don't beat them. That does nothing. That just makes things worse. You just calmly say, that was not okay. And that's why today you're not going to play PlayStation. And they might go even crazier because of that. And then you just have to deal with that. But that's just what it is. I think. I'm not the perfect parent by any means. That's how I would do it anyway. Or I'm doing it. What happened to your arm, man?
Got a clock. An hour to midnight. Looks like Peter Pan turned this farm into a goddamn final bastion.
Oh yeah, right. What the fuck is this turret doing here?
Fuel. Must have been an auto shop or something here at some point.
How do we switch? Oh, here. With a heavy AV.
What I'm hearing?
Trash barge. That's the signal to dump. Has to be a landfill nearby.
Okay.
Fuck me. He treats the kidnapped boys like cattle.
Oh yeah, right. What the fuck? Damn. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense because he was treated like cattle, right? So I guess that's just what he knows.
Look, another one. Machine controls an injection system for stimulants, hormones, something.
So he's basically doing the same thing with little boys that his father was doing with cows. And him, I guess. Not to the same extent, but still. That is some crazy shit for sure.
Fire department search stamp right here. City South. Perfect.
The terminal controls the pens. Gotta be another deck somewhere for the mines and turrets.
Oh, I see. I missed something though. Oh, here.
Don't see Randy anywhere.
Someone was getting away though. Yeah, there he is. We're out of range, huh? Anything else? What is he doing with his arm, actually?
Signage on the farm model points to Petrochem.
And where are you up to, Mike?
Yeah. This truly is some crazy shit. Wait, it says there is something here.
Come here, you rascal. You'll hurt yourself. Tony'll take good care of you. Sweet dreams.
That is some crazy shit for sure. So what are we seeing? There's something yellowish here somewhere. Can't go in there. We saw something. Oh.
Hey, the Illuminated Towers. Promoting the Us Cracks album that came out then. Colors changed every hour.
I think that might be it.
Alright.
Okay, so where do we sit now exactly?
We know Harris still lives near an old school that's now underwater. You can see the NC skyline and the Us Cracks towers from the farm. It's a few miles out. Farm's located near a landfill. We know that too. Shipping code on the game Randy got from Harris traces out to the Badlands. Those towers promoting the Us Cracks album. Colors change regularly, once an hour. So we know the time.
11 at night.
Right. And that puts the farm east of the city. Southeast, actually. Stamp on the NCFD certificate was from the southern region. Farm model's a petrochem design, so that eliminates any others. Which narrows it down to Edgewood Farm. That's gotta be our place.
You just all do all this on top of your head?
Got it. Just hope we didn't fuck it up. Come on, we gotta go.
Yeah, but also the funny thing here is, not funny, but this is what I was saying when I said that I don't truly believe that there is something, that people are evil by nature. Because you can always trace it back to some shit that happened to them in their early life. They might do evil things, yes, I agree with that, obviously. There's a lot of evil going on. But, and you have to obviously punish them for what they're doing. But technically it's not their fault. They have to pay for it, obviously, but you know what I mean. Because they were just punished, well, not punished, abused as a child, usually.
It's gotta work. Done more in 2
It's
days
same
than
with
NCPD
bullies in
accomplished
school, right?
Not hard to do, but yeah, you're right.
They usually do this because they don't get the love at home. And so they try to get any sort of feedback from anyone. Emotional feedback.
If I'd only known sooner how he felt. What was eating at him?
This isn't your fault.
I'm his uncle, V. And I wasn't there for him. Fuck!
Yeah, but you can't save the entire world, right? I mean, yes, maybe he could have been there more for him, but I don't know. I wonder if he actually thinks he's taking care of these kids or if he's taking out his rage on them. Phew, that's a tough question.
Hold on, Randy. Please hold on.
I don't think you can really operate with reason here because a mind that is so warped due to the trauma it experienced as a child doesn't really operate on reason, right? But I guess it, if anything, it will probably be a mixture of both. Because he learned from someone he loved, and he thought loved him early, that the physical pain and all that scolding and whatnot is part of being loved and loving someone. So he probably thinks he loves these by doing this to him, but at the same time, it's also suppressed rage that makes him even do that in the first place, right? I guess it's both, maybe. But I don't think you can really ever understand what goes on in the mind of a person like this. Thing. Alright. Let's speed this up a little here.
Grab something!
Damn.
River, this is the farm. We got it.
I know. Let's get to the barn quick.
Area hostile. What is this? Oh, it's a turret. There's more turrets. I just ran in here not seeing what's going on, but... What is that? A mine. Would you look at that? Oh yeah, this is actually stupid because they are running out. I forgot about that. These turrets. Oh, there's a mine. I'm stuck. Lemons everywhere. Yeah, it's actually crazy. Holy Jesus Christ, man. That's a million mines out there. Okay. Industrial shuttles. I guess we can open these. What? I was gonna say, I wasn't even that close to it. Shit! I needed 8 for this. But we have other ways to get in here. Wait, what is that? Oh, okay.
It's gotta be here. Have a look around.
How did you get in there, Rebel? Might have points available. Oh, true. That's not one of these hell programs. Okay, I cannot. You turn it off here, huh? By the looks of it.
Got cables coming out of this wall. Should be a switch somewhere.
What is this? Some money. Oh.
Try disabling the defense system, then haul ass to the barn.
Tinkerbell, what is that? Page not found. Okay, that's not helpful. Local network. Surveillance system, turn off. There we go. Display all commercial brain instances formatted on compatible data storage media. For safety and certification reasons, this device should never be modified or tampered with in any way. Okay. We've read through this. Cattle prod. Yeah, this is actually some crazy security this guy got going on here. Must say that. Consciousness cure. I don't think consciousness needs curing, but whatever. What the hell happened here? Yeah, this guy is... he's not fine. I think we've established that, huh? He's not well. Not at all. This is some crazy shit just lying around here. Oh, wait. There you go. I can't disarm it, huh? I can overload it. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. Nah. I didn't mean to arm it. Whatever. That did not work the way I wanted it to.
V, get down.
But why? Why?
Damn it, right behind you.
What? I see no man. What is that? Oh, it's just this thing. Okay. What are you talking about? Relax. Relax, man. We got this. Guy's flipping out there.
River, come here, quick! Oh, fuck.
Nobody's here, huh?
He's here. Randy!
How do you know?
He's hanging in there. We made it. V, shut down the machine.
Oh, he
Can't
is here.
unlink Randy otherwise.
Damn.
Randy. 1052. I repeat, I've got a 1052 at a farm south of the city. Yes, send the fucking squad! Yeah, relaying coordinates now. No, several at least. Do it quick, damn it. Oh, and watch for automated defenses on site. There's
There it is. Usable killer. All right. Fuck.
Okay, all disconnected.
Check the others. Could still be alive.
Right.
Damn, they actually have this. Damn.
Whoa, whoa, easy there, easy now. Hey, you're all right now.
Damn, that is some crazy. He actually put these things over their face just like with the cattle. That is insane, man. That is some crazy shit. This game is going on some actual deep shit. I like it.
Been dead a few days already.
V, help me with Randy.
One sec.
It's okay. Don't be scared. We're here to help. You're a bit dehydrated, but you're gonna be fine.
V, help me with
This is a very hard-hitting questline, but I like this. They actually
help me.
are not afraid to go deep into this kind of shit. Come on. Damn, he's alive, man. You could have entire psychology lectures on this question. Yeah, it's crazy. They should study this, man. It's pretty much what we were doing earlier, right? We were basically doing our armchair philosophy and psychology on these things.
We did it, River.
Yep.
I feel good about this.
Sure did.
I feel very good about this quest.
But I'm not about to leave it like this.
We actually managed.
The horror that bastard inflicted. Can't let it go.
Of course not. He has to pay for his crimes. Oh, did I miss that? Is he dead? What happened to him?
What do you want to do? Zero him?
Exactly. Squeeze the life out of him with my bare hands.
That doesn't make it any better.
Some fuck has to die.
River, come on, man. It won't change anything. Anthony Harris is a sad sack of meat, hooked up to a respirator now.
For how long? He has to die. It's the only way I'll be sure.
Stop. Gonna throw your life away getting revenge on a brain-dead vegetable?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're right. but it's driving me crazy not doing anything.
I get that, but it just makes your life... Like, this just ruins... I understand it entirely, right? Fully. 100%. But the problem is that it just doesn't do anything. It changes nothing, it only ruins your life. Yeah, I'm loving your stream for this. Thank you! I appreciate that. He's in a coma in hospital. The cop shot him in that video. Oh yeah, right, true, right. Yeah, he shot him. I forgot about that. Right. Yeah, but killing him doesn't do anything. I mean, if for example, by law, he has to be executed, then that's fine, right? But if he does it on his own, it changes nothing other than ruining his own life. Excuse me. Sorry for screaming around here. Now, of course, there has to be punishment for what he did, obviously, right? He can't just walk free out. I assume he wouldn't. In Night City, you never know, right? But he obviously shouldn't walk free, but what he's about to do, then that's not doing anything.
Actually, got quite a bit you can do, River. Joss, Randy, the kids, they're gonna need you now, more than ever.
Especially Randy.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Forget about Harris. Take one day at a time, but rest first. Once your head's on straight again, give me a hollow. We'll talk.
Yeah, need a little time to myself now. But then I'll call you.
V's a legend, man.
We're ready for evac. Are you riding along or not?
Really, V. Thanks. Couldn't have done it without you.
No problem. Hey, don't be a stranger.
V is the man, absolutely, what a legend. But if someone did that to my son, I'd probably do something crazy. Yeah, as I said, I totally understand that. And, I mean, I have a son, right? So I understand if someone did something like that to my son, I would have a tough time controlling myself. Like, I'm speaking here from the objective reasoning, what would be correct, right? But, of course, I wouldn't know what I would do in that moment, right? But we all know that it's not going to lead anywhere. It's going to ruin your life. But obviously it's not easy. Obviously it's not easy. So we did this. This was a great quest. That was amazing. I mean, it was insane. But crazy good. I actually want more in this. Absolutely. We know 1 after 15. That was a very cool quest. Crazy, but cool. Flash and Thunderclap. Maybe rocking some heels out here, huh, lady?
Boys, all your years ever seen anything like this?
8 years in the Force. Nothing comes close. Beyond twisted.
Absolutely. It was insane. That was crazy, but man, it was crazy good to play through this. And it felt so good to actually get him out alive. It was great. It's still amazing to me that there's a game out this, Cyberpunk for that matter, that has stories like this, but also looks like that. I mean, look at the attention to detail. This really looks so real because there's so many little details, like these tiles on this thingy and like this chair and this stuff all running around here. That just makes it look so real. It's actually crazy. The Perilous Quest is just as good. But isn't this the DLC? Dream On. Because I kind of want to do the main game first before I do the DLC. Let's go to Panem. It's not actually that far. We're already in the Badlands. That's neat. I don't have a car though. And I assume the street is pretty far. Oh, there's fast travel. That's good. Oh, lady's in trouble again. What is it this time? Actually, there's a street. No, it's just a truck. What the hell? Alright. Alright. That was so good. That was so good.